of the evening, Kerry Marks. In a short while, we'll be seeing Tanya Edwards. Right now, remember the rules, keep the clapping going until he gets to the microphone. Please welcome Harun Musho'd!
Yes, my name's Harun Musho'd. I'm a comedian from London. Do most of my gigs in London and the South East. Big difference between gigging in a place like Twickenham and gigging somewhere like Bognor Regis. Which I'll just demonstrate with a bit of crowd interaction here. So, Twickenham, give me a cheer if you are a British national. Now, give me a cheer if you have a nationality other than British. It's not the reaction you get in Bognor Regis. Let's try another one. Let's see how you vote in the EU referendum. Give me a cheer if you voted to remain. Now, at this point in Bognor Regis, there's complete silence in the room. There's a palpable sense of tension in your head. The only sound you can hear is the sound of a lone engine revving outside the club on there. Which, it's a cab I booked in case I need to get away in a hurry. So, I have three nationalities. I'm half Sri Lankan on my dad's side, half Swiss on my mother's side, half British by birth. That makes me 1.5 people. Or as my doctor recently put it, fat. But having three nationalities does have some advantages. One of which is that I probably have a much better time watching sport than any of you. Because being English, Sri Lankan and Swiss means I can support English rugby, Sri Lankan cricket, referees. So a reference there to Swiss neutrality. We Swiss, of course, we are the world's arbiter. We have an innate sense of fair play. And as a result, recorded levels of crime in Switzerland are amongst the lowest in the developed world. But that's not to say there is no crime in Switzerland. There is. There's even organised crime. And it's called FIFA. And recently, FIFA replaced its president, a man called Sepp Blatter, who's Swiss, possibly one of the few crooked Swiss in Switzerland. And they replaced him with a guy called Gianni Infantino, also Swiss, possibly the only other crooked Swiss in Switzerland. Which to my mind is a little bit like asking Rolf Harris to present a reboot of Jim Will Fix It. I always use that joke to gauge the mood of the audience. I think we're going to be alright. There's worse to come. So, my name's Harun Musho'd. That is an Arabic name. Good news is I can't drive. Bad news is my rucksack's backstage. A few people not approving of that joke. I do actually have a rucksack backstage, but don't worry. Most dangerous thing in it is my gym kit. In fairness, it's been there for a while, so it's probably fairly deadly. You can probably tell, can't you? I don't go to the gym as often as perhaps I should. My gym motto, kebabs before abs. No pain, no pain. I can have those. So, with a name like Harun Musho'd, I kind of feel like I'm contractually obliged to do stuff about ISIS and jihads and suicide bombing, that kind of thing. But to tell you the truth, I'm getting a little bit sick of the stereotype for a number of reasons, really. First of all, these days, every Tom, Dick and Harun has a rucksack joke. Secondly, I don't really relate to the subject matter. Take, for example, suicide bombing. Very much a young man's game. All the best suicide bombers die young. It's not as if you get a particularly difficult and dangerous suicide bombing assignment, you can call some grizzled, tough old veteran, reluctantly out of retirement, for just one final mission. To whom will you give this particularly difficult and dangerous suicide bombing assignment?
Well, I have given this much thought. And I think we have very little option but to call Harun Musho'd out of retirement. He is the only one with the necessary experience for this job. He has survived 47 suicide bombing missions.
The third reason I don't like doing material about terrorism is because I'm not actually a Muslim myself. I grew up Catholic, I've been an atheist all my adult life. The reason I have a Muslim name is because my dad was a Muslim. I say he was a Muslim of sorts. He did all the ritualistic things, prayed 5 times a day in the direction of Mecca, fasted during Ramadan, that kind of thing. But on the other hand, he did like a nice glass of Pinot Noir. Just want to clarify again, I'm not saying my dad was an alcoholic, that was my mum. My dad, he just liked a nice glass of wine with his meal, and as I'm sure you all know, here in Twickenham, Pinot Noir does go particularly well with roast pork. I'm only doing a short set tonight. Thank you very much for listening. I'll show you have you back. I'll be very happy to come back. So, follow me on Facebook, Harun Musho'd, if you can spell the name, Mushod, or Instagram, or Twitter. Thank you very much for listening. Have a great night. Cheers.